Thanks to the amazing folks over at Ameda City through the Predecessor Creators Guild, I've been given an opportunity to take a first look at Predecessor's upcoming patch, patch 1.4. This patch is absolutely massive and has some changes for every single hero in the game. It's also going to bring us our next Predecessor hero, Boris, who's going to be charging his way into Sanctuary. We got a lot to cover in this patch, so let's get to it. Yin is a hero that came to Predecessor not long ago, so she does not have a lot of changes in this patch. But for those of you who don't know, she is kind of a hybrid, extended melee range, operates like a marksman, but sometimes like an assassin, depending on what items you build. She's a really unique hero that can be used in a lot of different ways, and very much so excelled with. Her primary ability, Lash Kick, now no longer roots enemies, whereas previously she would root them in place until she got to them. What this ability does is she jumps into the air and then she dashes at an enemy, and then she's able to directionally control a front flip off of that enemy. Well, now enemies are not going to be rooted when she targets them with this ability, which has a lot of implications as far as you could even wait for a Yin to target you with Lash Kick and then blink back out and back into your tower. She would be forced to jump into your tower at that point. Just one example of how you could kind of play that. The next change is to her Backlash ability. This is her ability that basically anytime a projectile was thrown at her, she was able to activate this ability and send the projectile flying back at whoever threw it. They've added to this ability now that it pushes targets away when damaging them. So if someone were to throw something at you and you sent it back, now they get pushed further away from you. The only other change is to her ultimate, Quelling Gale. They have decreased the slow to enemies that are within the ultimate. So a little bit less effective there than in previous patches. And that's it for changes to Yin. So let me know in the comments below if you thought that there should have been more changes to her, or if you're satisfied with what they've done, and whether you plan on playing her in patch 1.4.